there's a view of the castle from the Grand Floridian. And not just like this, is that the castle? Like you can literally see the castle. You can watch Happily Ever After, our favorite fireworks show ever. If you haven't figured that out yet, it's literally the name of our brand and we talk about it in every podcast. You can watch Happily Ever After with music piped in from the fireworks show to the Grand Floridian. You don't have to go to the parks. You don't have to worry about buying a ticket. You can watch Happily Ever After for free just by going to the Grand Floridian. Like, it is awesome. Welcome back to Happily Ever After Hours, where we believe the magic doesn't end when the vacation does. I'm AJ.
I'm Erica.
And we're back behind the microphone again. Hope you guys have enjoyed us returning to weekly podcasts. It will be anywhere you find your podcast. We're still figuring out the Spotify, now podcast links. That kind of goes a little haywire when you have been gone for like a year. So we got to get that all figured out. But we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube Shorts, all those fun things. And we had a lot of fun talking about Disneyland versus Disney World.
We did, yeah.
Last week, we got to go to Disneyland, downtown Disney, towards the end of our vacation. Yep. So next week, we will be in a different studio, just to keep you guys in the loop. We'll be home in our ultimate kind of Disney studio. Yes. We got one more podcast while we're here on vacation. And we thought it would be good to talk about Disney resorts a little bit. A lot of the conversations that you have when it comes to Disney, and you even reminded me of this, a lot of it is evergreen content. As much as you want to, react to the breaking news or talk about Comic-Con or, all the Marvel stuff coming out, a lot of different topics that people want to hear about are things that are constantly being talked about while you're on vacation. And a huge part of that is Disney resorts. And so here's what we're going to do today. Because it's impossible to give a top 5 overall Disney resorts list, we're going to give our top 5 favorites. So this is our personal favorites based on where we've stayed, where we've been. I haven't been to Disney World as much as this lovely lady, so I'm going to talk more about my experience in the lobbies, the food, the restaurants. I have stayed a couple of places that will be part of my list as well. But I think it's a fun discussion because it provides people a little bit of a perspective of, these are some resorts to be thinking about. So we're going to go back and forth. If we have one that's similar, we can talk about it later on without spoiling our list. Okay. But we will go ladies first, 5 to 1, and you can talk as much about the resort that you choose.
Oh, we're not going 5-5, 4-4 like that?
Well, we will. 5-5. So we'll go 5-5, 4-4, all the way down to 1, and you can give as much of an explanation as you want for your resort. Okay. Number 5.
And to clarify, I've stayed at all but 4 Disney World resorts.
Yes.
So this list was kind of hard to make because I love...
A lot harder for her than for me.
Yeah. I think the only ones I haven't stayed at are Boardwalk, Old Key West, which I don't really count, Caribbean Beach, and Riviera. Those are the only 4 I haven't stayed at yet. So, okay. Number 5 for me was the Boardwalk. And you may be thinking, I just said I've never stayed there. But we have been there so many times.
We're off to a terrible start. Continue.
We've been there so many times, I may as well have stayed there already. I love this resort and the area around this resort. I think the resort is beautiful. It's very charming. At sunset, it's just one of the prettiest resorts to be at during that golden hour. I love all the activities. We have done several movies on the lawn there, and all the restaurants that are literally right there on the boardwalk. You've got the Cake Bake, one of the best Disney breakfasts ever. You've got, there's ice cream, the corn dogs, the pizza.
Blue ribbon.
They have some really cute shops. And I just love the theming. It kind of reminds me of the Grand Floridian theming, but I don't know. It's really pretty. I love the pinks and the greens, and it's just a very sophisticated resort. So again, I have not stayed there. It's on my bucket list. We almost stayed there last time we went. We were really close, and we ended up at a different resort that's higher up on my list. But that's my 5th favorite.
Wow. more to come on Boardwalk in just a second. Because Boardwalk is not number 5 on my list. But it is on my list. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting to go in that direction. Number 5 for me. And again, so I have not stayed at as many resorts as her. So I'm going to be giving more of a perspective on how it was walking up, seeing the lobby, seeing the gift shops. I'm a big merch guy, Disney merch guy. And so for that reason, number 5 for me is Pop Century. I really like Pop Century. It was a lot of fun walking in there. There's a lot of like cool statues. There's a lot of cool aspects of it. And then their breakfast area. I know every hotel has a breakfast area, but we were able to walk up. Court. Yeah, we were able to walk up to a coffee shop, more or less, within the breakfast area and order, like, I got to order my True Move. She had to order her coffee. We had to sit down. We had to go to the gift shop after that. Then you walk outside and you see all the gigantic statues. Like, it's really cool. I think they do a really good job. I would want to stay there at some point soon. We've talked about Pop Century a lot recently. It's been very high on our list of places we want to stay at soon because of how affordable it is too. I mean, a lot of these resorts we have on our list aren't necessarily the cheapest, but there's a reason they're not cheap because they do such a good job. Pop Century is one that I think is very undersold because it's cheap or it's for kids. No, it's a great family atmosphere. It's a great hotel. I haven't even stayed in a room yet, and it's already made my top 5 favorites because of everything that it brings. When you walk into a hotel, you want to be able to like immediately know you're at Disney. And as we will share in a future podcast, we had an experience with a Disney hotel that was not a Disney hotel, and it went horribly wrong. But that's for another time. So Pop Century is number 5 for me.
Pop Century is number 4 for me.
Oh, wow.
I love this resort. I have stayed here.
I'm hitting your Boardwalk at 5 more.
Many times. I've stayed at Pop a lot. And I love the theming. The theming is really fun. I love how cheap it is. Like you said, it's considered a value resort, so it's in the same category as the All-Stars and Art of Animation. Yeah. But I feel like it's a good middle ground because it's way nicer than the All-Stars, but it's not as expensive as Art of Animation. And I love that it's on the Skyliner. It's right there for Epcot and Hollywood. Super easy. It's not as big as Art of Animation, so you don't feel like you're walking 2 miles to get from your room to food. It's a little bit more condensed. And I love the gift shop. I feel like Pop and Art of Animation have some of the better hotel theming merch. For the value resorts, at least. I did notice the last time we went, we stayed one night at the All-Stars. They're starting to get little merch. But I feel like for the value resorts, Pop has really good merch. And yes, one of the coffees there, the frozen, it's like a blended cinnamon latte, is one of my favorites. It makes every coffee list I make about Disney World, and I make a lot of those because I drink a lot of Disney coffee. So Pop is my 4th favorite.
Wow. Your Boardwalk at 5 is becoming more and more interesting with each one.
I think it's 5 just because I haven't actually stayed there yet.
Okay. Well, number 4 is the only one on my list that I've actually stayed at. So that might be a little bit of a spoiler for her. But number 4 for me is Saratoga Springs. I had a lot of fun there. It was a lot of fun. What?
You've stayed at All-Stars and AKL.
All-Stars and AKL did not make my list. Spoiler alert.
Wow.
So Saratoga Springs is number 4 for me. It is a DVC resort, which makes it like a little town, which I found so interesting because up until that point, as she already mentioned, I had stayed at the All-Stars and Animal Kingdom Lodge. And when you walk into those, you can tell it's a hotel, which like, that's okay. You can tell it's when you walk into Saratoga Springs, it's like, I am in a little community. And there are shops, there are people walking around, there are people going for runs. I mean, it is literally a place where people live for up to a month on end. when you're a DVC member. It was really cool. We have some very kind friends. Shout out the Sea Shacks. This will not be the last time we shout them out. But they were able to have us stay with them on their Disney vacation, and just really, really cool to like be a part of a resort like that where we had to find The only rough part about it was finding our room, but I feel like even that was like kind of a cool thing. Cause it's like this. Is
and it was our fault. It was like 11 p.m.
Yeah, this is how big Saratoga Springs is that we can't find our room. It was awesome. The only reason I wouldn't put it higher is because of the 3 that are above it. That sounds obvious, but the 3 that are above it are, in my mind, so much better than Saratoga. But I stayed there. It was an awesome experience. I would definitely do it again. And yeah, I was super impressed. So Saratoga is number 4 for me.
Well, this is going to be really uninteresting because Saratoga is my number 3.
We are like...
We're really like-minded if you haven't figured that out yet.
Chemistry's on point.
So Saratoga is my number 3. I've stayed there twice. And I love it for all the same reasons you said. It really is like a little bubble within the Disney bubble and a little community. I think the rooms are beautiful, and I feel like this resort gets a lot of hate. I don't really know why. I think the resorts are beautiful, like the rooms. The theming is great. I also I was a big horse girl growing up, so the Disney horse theming for me is like the best. I love the pools. They're really fun. They're open way late at night. There's so much to do. The s'mores and like they have a lot of activities at that resort. I love that it's a boat ride away from Disney Springs. But at the same time, you don't hear Disney Springs. Like when you're in Saratoga Springs, you have no clue Disney Springs is right there. Like It's so quiet. It's such a peaceful resort. I feel like the trees are like in eternal fall. Everything's always this really pretty red and brown. I don't know how they do it. Disney magic. I love Saratoga Springs, and yeah, it is a huge resort. And yes, sometimes certain people will get off at the wrong bus stop and make you walk.
Part of the Disney experience.
But if you're not geographically challenged like we are, you can probably find your room pretty easily. And the staff are wonderful. I feel like they're very friendly at Saratoga Springs. So you said your top 3 were leagues above. I feel like my top 2 were leagues above.
Okay.
But I love Saratoga Springs. I would stay there in a heartbeat anytime.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right, number 3 for me. I found out my top 3 are very like hard to
like they're all
rank.
Kind of tied.
Like they're all I mean more or less. Number 3 for me is the Yacht and Beach Club. I really like the Yacht and Beach Club. On our honeymoon, where we stayed at the hotel that shall not be named, that we will mention in a later podcast. We're teasing it so much, you guys are just going to have to tune into it because we could talk for 2 hours about it. On that honeymoon, we were very close by to the Yacht and Beach Club. And walking over there for the first time, she had known about it because she had gone there as a kid or whatever. And she was like, oh, we got to go visit. Well, I'm like, all right. And you walk over and it's like, as soon as you walk up, very similar to Saratoga, it's like, this feels like a little community. And you got people, playing games. You have Disney cast members playing the games with the people. It's like, this feels like when I was in college and going to the courtyard and hanging out with some college buddies and hanging out with some friends and, roasting s'mores or playing games. Like, it felt like a community. Very similar to Saratoga, except for the fact that I would argue, this might be a hot take, Yacht and Beach Club, the whole aesthetic of it is better than Saratoga.
Oh, yeah.
I like the aesthetic of it way more. And so then when you walk in, you can go get food. You can go to the, what am I trying to say? The merch shop. But then you can also go to the lobby. And in the lobby, it's like themed like you're on a ship. And it is really cool. I was very impressed. I thought the world of Yacht and Beach Club. The outfits, we always talk about outfits of people. The outfits of the cast members for Yacht and Beach Club
are awesome.
Is so cool. You got a captain, you got like the crewmates, like it is awesome. I'm very, very impressed by it. And yeah, I feel like that's the only word that comes to mind. It's impressive. Mm-hmm. The structure of the building. And then you throw in so Yacht and Beach Club, I know they're technically 2 different ones, but they're packaged together with a pool outside that is themed like a pirate ship or like the beach. And they were reconstructing it when we were on our honeymoon, but then we ended up going back later and we saw what it turned into, and it was this unbelievable, like, it's one of your favorite pools. So I love the Yacht and Beach Club. I want to stay at the Yacht and Beach Club at some point soon. The fact it's number 3 and I haven't stayed there yet is so wrong. We need to fix that. We will soon. But
yes, we will.
I love the Yacht and Beach Club.
Well, my number 2 is the Beach Club. This is going to be so uninteresting. Because I know our
so much for the hot takes.
I know our number 1 is the same. So my number 2 is the Beach Club, and I have stayed at both Beach and Yacht Club. So I can tell you that it is the best pool on Disney property, hands down. There's no competition. The pirate ship is amazing. I stayed at the Beach Club when I was a kid, and the sand at the bottom of the pool, like, you kind of dig and you really can't find the bottom. Like, it's a solid, thick layer of sand. But then, like, the water doesn't really get that cloudy. I don't know how they do it. Well, actually, I do. But I won't spoil it because it's Disney magic. And I only found out the answer because my mother kept asking the poor cast member. She was like, no, I know it's not Disney magic. She was one of those people. So just for that trip, because she was really curious about the sand. Normally, she's awesome with cast members. But I love Beach Club. The rooms are amazing. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like we got pixie dusted when we stayed at the Beach Club. I had paid for, this was before we were married, even dating actually. For Christmas, I bought my family a 2-day vacation at Disney World, and it was just a 1 night at the Beach Club. And I got us a deluxe studio. We did like the DVC rentals, and my sister and I came back from the park, and my parents were just raving about this hotel room. And I was in my head like, okay, like, yeah, I know the studios are nice. I've stayed in them before, but like, it's not worthy of this raving my parents are giving it. And we got in the room, and I walked in, and I kind of went like, this is not the room I paid for. We had been upgraded to a 1-bedroom villa.
Wow.
Which, if you know the difference, the studio, the bed is just in the same room. 1 bedroom has its own separate bedroom and like a kitchenette. And I was blown away. I mean, this room was amazing. My mom literally Googled the pillows from the hotel room and bought them. Still has them to this day. Like, we love the Beach Club. Every time my family talks about our Disney vacations, the Beach Club always comes up. So this had to be my second favorite hotel.
Wow. Okay. I will tell you why I made the face that I made when you put Boardwalk at number 5.
It's your number 2.
Boardwalk's number 2. I mean, it is one of the best Disney resorts on property. Like, the fact you have a whole literal boardwalk right below your room, and you pointed it out to me, you can literally stay right above where the shops are. And I was like, well, that's got to be kind of loud, isn't it? The Disney magic of your room, you would have no idea that there was a boardwalk underneath you. Like, it is unbelievably cool. You can sit on the lawn, like you said, and watch the movies. You can have a blue ribbon corn dog, which is like the ultimate fair food. You can walk down. You can get Cake Bake Shop, which, oh my goodness, we talked about Hearth and Stone last week about Disneyland and like one of the best foods meals we've ever had. Cake Bake Shop might be number 2. Like, that breakfast was to die for. It was unbelievable.
Worth every penny of the $200 we spent on breakfast.
Thank you for divulging how much that cost us. But just so you know, it costs a lot of money. I absolutely love the boardwalk. It is so much fun. The shops are awesome. I love the shops there. They really provide this kind of Disney feel to it, where you feel like you're at the Emporium, or you feel like you're at, World of Disney. Like, there's semblances of that within those boardwalk shops. And then you have the Yacht and Beach Club right there too. So boardwalk kind of leads into why I had Yacht and Beach number 3, but because it's first up, like when you walk down that lane or whatever, where you're trying to go to Epcot, or you're trying to go you can go through the boardwalk to all of it. It's the gateway to Epcot. It's the gateway to this. It provides so much for Disney people. And when it is at night, it is one of the coolest views. Maybe on Disney property. I know the Disney parks are pretty cool, but like it's up there for me. It's really, really cool. So yeah, I was very shocked you put it so low at number 5. It is a top 3, in my opinion, is a top 3 resort for me to be at, and I've never even stayed there yet.
It almost didn't make my list. I almost had AKL at 5.
Oh, I
was like, oh wait, the boardwalk. No, that needs to be.
I would have rioted if you had AKL over the boardwalk. But yeah, boardwalk is the best. Okay, so we both know what our number 1's going to be. So what I want to do...
Should we do an honorable mention?
Okay, number 1 is Grand Floridian. We're going to get through in a second.
It's obvious.
What barely missed your list? You
well,
said
I
AKL.
Guess AKL, Poly almost made my list.
Okay.
Port Orleans could have made the list.
I almost put Port Orleans. You know what I almost put on here as well? And I almost changed, like literally as we were recording. Riviera. I loved Riviera.
I know.
The coffee shop.
That one is pretty cool.
The stairs.
See, I haven't stayed there yet, so I feel like...
so cool.
It can't make my list yet. I can't put I put the boardwalk at 5, I guess, because we've been there so many times, but...
I was shocked.
Yeah, Riviera is pretty cool. That's my dream to stay.
Yes,
next.
that is a very nice hotel. Okay,
Amazing.
so Grand Floridian's our number 1.
Yes.
So I want us each kind of give our take on why it's number 1, because most people think, like, oh, it's the most expensive.
Why don't you go first?
Oh, it's the nicest. Oh, it's so much more than that, guys. Like, just pull up a chair, okay? It is so much more than just the fact that it is like prim and proper. It's like top of the line. They treat you like your royalty. Like, yes, that's all well and good. I love the Grand Floridian because of all that it provides outside of the hotel. There's a view of the castle from the Grand Floridian. And not just like this, is that the castle? Like, you can literally see the castle. You can watch Happily Ever After, our favorite fireworks show ever. If you haven't figured that out yet, it's literally the name of our brand, and we talk about it in every podcast. You can watch Happily Ever After with music piped in from the fireworks show to the Grand Floridian. You don't have to go to the parks. You don't have to worry about buying a ticket. You can watch Happily Ever After for free just by going to the Grand Floridian. Like, it is awesome. The food is so good. 1900 Park Fare. You have Gasparilla Grill or Island?
Island Grill.
Gasparilla Island Grill. You have
Cafe.
The cafe. Like, there's so many different options that provide you with this feel of like you are not only at Disney, but you are the most important people at Disney. That's not an arrogant statement. That's just that's how they make you feel. They make you feel like you're the most important guests, right? Think about the VIP people or the VIP tours where you're always wondering like, oh, what actor is that? Or what actress is that? What sports player is that? That's how people at the Grand Floridian make you feel. They treat you like you're royalty. And that's so important when you're having discussions about Disney and why Disney World is not only the best Disney park, but it's like the best theme park in general. Because when you think about, and I'm sorry, but when you think about Magic Mountain or Epic Universe or Six Flags or take your pick, whatever, right? We're in California, so I said Magic Mountain. They don't understand what that looks like. Epic Universe, when Epic Universe came out, their whole goal was to try to make this a competition. I remember when it came out and seeing like, oh wow, they got animatronic dragons and they got this. Like, Epic Universe is doing something right. We're a year later, 2 years later.
It just celebrated its 1-year anniversary.
Like, and you don't hear anything about Epic Universe anymore. You know why? Because Disney is still Disney. And Disney continues to raise the bar of excellence. I will mention something that my lovely wife does not like about Grand Floridian. But what they just did recently, and adding in this bar, we don't drink alcohol. We don't like alcohol. And I don't even love the idea of putting the bar there because of everything that it replaces. However, the aesthetic of the bar, the color of it,
ugly,
where it is a perfect, for what it does, it's a perfect addition to what Grand Floridian is. And it's like this very well-off, high-end hotel that makes you feel like it. You don't have to drink alcohol to realize that. So I, for many, many reasons, love the Grand Floridian. When we went there, I'll tell this story real quick and then you can go. When we went there in March of 23, our first ever Disney trip, we weren't dating. We weren't even...
We were friends.
We were very, like, intentional friends. I was, like... I think I loved her at that point. She obviously loved me at that point. You were much more like... You were invested in us dating more than I was.
I was ensuring that his Disney trip was perfect.
Yeah.
It was.
We walked in the Grand Floridian, guys, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I can get married here." Like that was my first thought. And then I held the door for her, and it was like, "Wow, this feels."
We saw a bride and groom walk
incredibly. It feels incredibly romantic. Yeah. And then fast forward, we get engaged, and that night.
Stories.
Oh, am I spoiling your stories?
It's okay. Continue.
Well, I was just talking about when we went back that night.
Yeah,
you know what you're talking about? I'll give you the floor for that. No, that's okay. But when we got engaged, we went back there and it was really cool. But I'll let her share that story. So all in all, there is not a better hotel on Disney World property. If you can afford it, obviously it's very high end, but if you can afford it, it is an awesome, awesome, awesome resort. And from the moment you walk up, before you even enter the doors, and their outfits and their valet service and everything, like you will understand just what it means to be seen and understood and valued as a Disney World guest. And that's what the Grand Floridian represents.
Yeah. I've stayed there several times now, which is honestly just an incredible thing to say because of the prestige this hotel has and the cost. Like, I know so many people who dream of staying there. It is such a blessing to have been able to stay there several times. And, I mean, we visited a lot before we ever stayed there. The gingerbread house display, which I may never forgive Walt Disney World for taking that away. Especially for a stupid, ugly bar. But, anyways, I digress. It is truly a magical hotel. And I remember the first time we stayed there for my college graduation. You truly are treated like royalty. And I had always heard that the Grand Floridian was a really, like, stuffy, like, snooty place almost. And then we stayed there, and that really isn't the case. Like, it is just so... The magic just goes up another level at the Grand Floridian. And the cast members there... I mean, I've never had a bad cast member experience at the Grand Floridian. We had a cast member pick us up in a golf cart and drive us around, pointing out these little hidden details on the floor and everything. Our first room at the Grand Floridian had 2 balconies. One, I watched the Epcot fireworks. Then I went to the next one, and I watched Happily Ever After with a view of the castle. Like, I mean, we were only there for one night that trip, and it was insane. And then I stayed there again with friends. And I've done reels on it because my friend's reaction was so funny. Our view of the castle, I mean, like, I don't think we could get closer. We were right on the edge of the hotel with just this stunning view of the castle. And my friend's reaction was amazing. And I mean, just the details in the renovated rooms. Like, the Mary Poppins details. I love the teal and the green. The merch is insane. I have... the ears, I have the wallet. Every time I go, I say I'm going to get the Loungefly. I think I'm going to get it next time. And then, yeah, as AJ said, we got engaged. I was staying at the Grand Floridian with friends. He was at the All-Stars. But we were at the Grand Floridian. We got engaged, and we went back, and he went back to the Grand Floridian with us. And it was just, I mean, you got engaged in front of the castle. It's already the most insanely magical experience ever. And then we went to the Grand Floridian with my best friend, and we were in the pool, and it was like a tropical storm, so the wind was wild. We're swimming in the pool at night. We're sitting by Gasparilla Island with hot chocolate, opening some engagement gifts we had gotten from our friends that were there with us. Like, the hotel's vibes, and maybe it's just nostalgia because of all the memories, but
no, it was incredible.
I mean, when we moved there, we ate at the Grand Floridian Cafe frequently, like at least 4 times. Like, we ate there a lot, and we love that resort. I hope we get to stay there together one day. But that will, even though I am so angry about the bar and the gingerbread display.
She'll get over it.
My kids are never gonna see the gingerbread house display, and that just crushes my soul. Nothing will ever make a Disney hotel better than the Grand Floridian. I don't think they will ever build or do something that will change my mind.
You definitely wouldn't be able to build one.
But Lakeside Retreat looks pretty nice.
Even the ones, like, we just talked about the Riviera, which is a newer one. Like, it's really nice.
It's not the Grand Floridian.
Not the Grand Floridian. Like, nothing is the
Grand Floridian. Nothing is going to change. The Grand Floridian will be my number one resort for life, I think.
I mean, we went to the Grand Californian here. It was nice. It looks
like
their version of the Grand Floridian. But yeah, it's not, it doesn't hold.
That's another one that could have made the list. Wilderness Lodge. The cabins are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, the Grand Floridian clears. All of these.
Yes.
So, that's our top 5 favorites. I'm sure in a upcoming episode, we'll do, like, an official, like, ranking of all. We might have to do, like, an official, like, all, how many are there? 26? Of the...
Between 26 and 32 if you count DVC stuff. It's weird.
We should... Let us know in the comments if you guys want us to do that. But we should do, like, a full ranking of 1 to... however many there is, where we rank all of them. But that was fun. I was shocked by... Were you shocked by any of my rankings?
No.
What does that mean?
I feel bad for the viewers who thought they were getting some exciting...
Oh, that's coming.
Hot take
No, that is coming.
And they literally just got, no, that's mine. Yeah, no, that's mine.
In fact, I'm going to call it right now because we always try to figure out what we're going to do next week. Next week, we're
ranking them all?
No. Next week, we are diving into some hot takes.
Oh boy.
We're giving our top 10 Disney movies of all time.
That's not even possible.
Oh, it's possible. You will have to come up. That's why it's going to be a hot take. You need to come up with your top 10. So stay tuned.
Oh, mine will be hot takes because I have some weird Disney movie tastes.
Stay tuned. It's going to get crazy.
Like, this won't make my top 10, but I'll just say I absolutely love The Good Dinosaur.
Oh my, we're already...
Like, it won't be in my top 10, but I love that movie.
Stay tuned. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and follow us on all our different socials. We're on TikTok, we're on X, we're on YouTube. We're continuing to roll everything out, and we're having some fun.
We are having fun.
We will be back in our home in Kansas next week with our Disney studio. Let us know.
And a new puppy who will make a...
Yes.
He will be on.
Do we have an official middle name for him yet?
No.
Okay. We are trying to give him a middle name that's Disney related. So if you guys have any thoughts on what you want that to be, let us know. I like Coda.
I like Gus.
You like Gus from Cinderella. But we will have a lot of fun. So if you want anything in our Disney studio, like if you want us to have a certain hat or a character or whatever, let us know. Because we're going to make it as Disney as possible. We already got some good ideas to set up the official studio. But it'll be a lot of fun to kind of be in our element and to be back. And the school year will start, which is kind of crazy. Summer's kind of flown by.
Gone.
But it's a lot of fun. I love you, babe.
I love you too.
I'm AJ.
I'm Erica.
And remember, the magic doesn't end when your vacation does.
Good job.
Bye, guys.